shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring... The first drive will start at the 25. Jones wants to throw to start things out here. This one goes out wide for Barkley. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagnosed perfectly there.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And his top speed, as computed by Next Gen Stats, not bad. He was pushing 20 miles an hour. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The Bears at 5-4 now on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
And some room to roam now. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Here comes Mooney now in the jet sweep. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bears get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll start on the ground with Swift. Room here to run. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Here's Goff. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. From the 50, it's Goff. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needed to come up with something here on 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play there for Detroit. 41 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he stopped immediately there. Tackled by Jordan Willis. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Steps away to his left. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Goff now looking to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. T.Y. Hilton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded right around the 8. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone. Marched. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Past the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. A run there on 1st down gets him a yard to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
A play fake for Swift, now Goff. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
One of the great coaches said football is a really simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Buying time to his left. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Go off a handoff here to Swift. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
First down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Goff now to throw. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got it? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing, Jones. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll. Looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. There's Goff. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. Finding space at the 40. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Swift going to try up the middle. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 51 yards rushing for him now to this point. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 46 yards. And the Lions will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. And they'll get this out quickly to Goodwin. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Now Jones. Ebron with it over the middle. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Looking to throw again on second down. Jones. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 41-yard line. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the Lions are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Throwing on second and long. Goff. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on third and long. They'll throw now on the final play. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing...
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long.
He's airing it out for Williams. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field.
A handoff, Swift running to the left.
And he's got room. Touchdown, Detroit.
DeAndre Swift
with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Lions go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
Room to run at the 50.
Chris Claybrooks.
And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
Call that a 96-yard house call on the kick return. And the Bears have got it back to within a score.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. This will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They'll fake the give. Now gone. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to gallop the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. A field position changer there. 49 yards on the punt. Couple that with a loss on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, Barkley uses the stiff arm. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 113 yards rushing now for Barkley. It's a first down. Now Saquon Barkley. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll go to Barkley again. And he's got this down to the 35. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
A first down carry for Barkley. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down. Barkley, inside handoff. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had his problems trying to keep him contained.
A handoff, Barkley running left. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal. They'll run with Barkley. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Lion defense able to come up there with a goal line stand. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Goff. And that will be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield and man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
On 4th down, Goff. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Here we go on 4th. Goff. Complete to Hilton. And he's got some space here. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. So on 4th down, a big-time completion. And the defense, they've got to be shaking their heads right now.
Not only shaking their heads, but understand that they committed one of those cardinal sins that they say they can't do at any time. They committed an eye violation, had their eyes in one place, and allowed the deep ball behind them.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Detroit, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Bears, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons.